Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Friday. Yay! I'm going to do our daily reading using the Somnia Tarot today. Keep in mind it is a collective reading. Um, let's see what the energies are this morning. I'll give me a couple shuffles. Again, this is so hard to shuffle. Sometimes this deck just is such a good deck. I don't know. For those of you who read tarot, I think, and use different decks, you'll know what I mean. Some are just bring out the best in you. And this one usually does. What do we need to know? Okay. Current situation. The Death card. Present influence. Wheel. Future influence. Three of Wands. What you don't see. Seven of Swords. What to look for. 10 of Wands. Unexpected, please. 9 of Cups. Challenge. 8 of Wands. Strength. Ace of Swords. And where does this lead? 6 of Pentacles. Star. Nice. 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this would be something, I feel like this is some kind of plans you were making with the 2 of Wands. To me, the 2 of Wands is all about plans, mapping a situation out. Where do I want to go next? What do I want to do? What's really cool about it, though, is I love the death in the current situation. Things are changing. You're changing. This is more internal. It's not the things around you. Like the Tower would be more the things around you, whereas the death to me is about, most of the time it's about internal change. And the influence is the Wheel, which tells me that you're headed where you need to be headed. It's like, don't, the death is, how does it go on the death is looking right at the wheel. And to me, that's like, okay, this transformation and these changes and these plans that you put into place are you're definitely headed in the right direction with that wheel right after it. And the wheel is influencing the now. And that tells me too, that there's something very important happening in your life right now. Whatever growth you're doing or whatever work you're doing in general. Again, this feels very internal to me. It does not feel like anything outside. It feels like what the work you're doing is really paying off. And very soon, you're going to see the rewards of that with the 3 of Wands and the future influence. So if you're doing any kind of work like that, stay patient with it. It's not going to be that much longer before you really see the rewards of the hard work. I mean, we do have the 10 of Wands and what to look for, and that's, don't let yourself get too overloaded. I mean, we can always, switch things around, but I do feel like things are definitely, you will see it soon. And I love this death wheel. I love it together. I mean, these are together because this is the current situation. This is the influence. The influence is, the time moving forward. Things are headed in the right direction. And that's allowing you to change as well, and to realize that, I think, with those 2 cards there too, it's the realization that what you're doing is paying off, and that's the most important thing. What you don't see is the 7 of Swords, but this is all about taking back. Like, I know a lot of people don't see the 7 of Swords as that. It could be theft, but it also can be about saying, hey, that was mine, you took it, I'm taking it back. And although it's hard work, but you're definitely going uphill, but you're moving and you're doing it and you're doing the work. So there is a feeling to me, especially with this 10 of Wands and what to watch for, that there is a feeling that you could be having, now or really soon, where it feels really hard and it feels almost like you're on overload. But I feel like I would think with the 10 of Wands being in the what to watch for, it's just, look for that energy of how to switch the weight a little bit. Don't stop for sure, because the 10 of Wands means you're there and there's definitely, headed in the right direction here. I think it's super important to realize this. I love this energy here. And then with the 9 of Cups and the unexpected, there's definitely a feeling of reaching those goals and desires here unexpectedly, because there's a part that this is really beautiful energy, and it is, but it doesn't mean it's easy. So even though I may be telling you, oh, there's a beautiful energy right now, you may be going, I don't feel like it, and and you're probably saying that, like, this is hard. Like, there's something kind of, it's just hard and it takes time. 9 of Cups. Tell me about the 9 of Cups. Page of Page of Coins, 9 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. It's definitely good energy. To me, the 9 of Pentacles is hard work. Again, this is hard, but it pays off. You discover 9 of Pentacles is, you know, also understanding what you have. Not only is it a, you know, reaching those goals, working hard to be independent and to, have the lovely things, whatever those lovely things are, because that could be anything. And the King of Swords is, I mean, this could be somebody absolutely male or female, but I think more importantly, it's it's that you've had your sight on this prize. This is something that you have, again, your desires are, you have been focused on this desire here. And you've been working really hard for it. King of Swords. I mean, he's got sometimes tunnel vision and the respect that, he knows what he wants and he goes for what he wants, but he does do it intelligently, and he does do it, you know, definitely with his brains for sure. 8 of Wands is in your challenge, and here this is, I'm feeling like this challenge isn't the speed of things, it's that there's not a speed of things. And I think that's been the challenge, is that you've been doing this probably for like a long time, or you at least feel like you have. And it's reminding me that, there may be a little bit of impatience here. So don't let yourself worry about how fast things are happening. If they are happening fast, it's a challenge because it feels like it's happening fast. And if it doesn't, again, it could be the challenge. So either way, don't get discouraged, or don't feel, you might feel overloaded. And if you do, know that's part of it. The good thing here is the strength is the Ace of Swords. You'll have a really true understanding of where, you know, I think it's really about that you have an understanding, not that you will. You have an understanding. You know where you want to be. You know what you're looking for. You know exactly the direction you want to go. And I like that energy. It's like, yeah, things happen a little faster than I thought, but, or not fast enough, but either way, I know where I'm headed and I'm going to stay in that direction. And then it leads to the 6 of Pentacles. And I feel like this is leading to that point where to me, the 6 of Pentacles with the give and take, if you even just think about it, I have enough to give now. That tells me that there's a comfort, and it's a 6, and you have the 3 in the future influence and a 6 in the outcome. And those are good cards because they are mini completions. And this says, okay, you've gotten to a point now where it's the hard part will feel over, because when we get to how do I explain this? The 6 of Pentacles can also feel like you have breathing room. And when you have breathing room, there is a more equal give and take here. So things even out, and you will truly be able to give back or get back, either or both, but it's that freedom of knowing you can. More than anything, that's what I'm really feeling here. And then it leads to the Star, and we will leave it right there because the Star is reaching our hopes and dreams. I feel like the transformation that you're working through and working on is a life changer for a long time. So in other words, it's all worth the work, because it's I'm not saying that everything's going to be hunky-dory for the rest of your life, because life is life. We have hard times, we have good times, but this change will last you. And when we make big changes to ourselves and allow ourselves to grow, we handle adversity or hard times better or differently. And so this change is something that will stick with you for a long time. And it's really a positive change within yourself. And I know this is going to really resonate with some of you, probably maybe even more than others, because it feels very specific to me. But I do feel like this energy just feels like total growth. And if you're working on things, whether it's, I mean, and it can be work, and because sometimes when we work on different life areas, that leads to changes in our life in general. Like, for instance, right now at work, I'm trying to work on becoming more of a leader, right? So to become more of a leader or a leadership position, I feel like it tumbles over into my personal life where I'm trying to carry that persona and being more in charge of my own self. So it's things like that where you can be working on something at work, but it kind of trickles over, or you could be working on something with love and it trickles into the other areas of your life. And I feel like it's just a that kind of feeling that I'm getting here. Okay, and what is our advice? The temperance. I mean, I like it. First off, the temperance, I see it a lot, on at times as alchemy. And when I see it in a advice position, I'm not reading it as, an outcome, but I am reminded that you can make anything into anything. It's all in perspective a lot of times. How we see something and how we react is just as important as the thing that's happening to us, because how we see it and how we react to it is what gives us the energy to move forward and to deal with hard times, deal with if this feels hard right now, all of those things. Also, it is about emotional balance and keeping that as you go through this, know that you're doing the right thing. Making positive changes to yourself and trying to have self-growth is not an easy process. Sometimes it's actually really difficult, and it's really easy to give up. And it's just, if you try to keep your emotions balanced. And with this situation, specifically, don't let yourself get too overwhelmed. When you start feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to take a little bit of a break. It's just don't stop. And if that break just means, backing off a little bit, then that's what you do. Or, you have to tend to a life area, that's fine. We have life. That's the way things work. So I like this as advice. But I think too, know that, you have the ability to see a situation. Yeah, there's black and white, but there's also the way we see it and handle it and understand it. Hard times happen, but how we handle it and how we deal with it and how we move forward is just as important as the situation. And yeah, it may be hard, but we have choices on how to handle those hard times, right? So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up and a comment. I appreciate it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.